For a period of time, Jonathan Majors was one of the hottest actors in Hollywood, but then he fell from grace. Majors' career took a huge hit when the actor was arrested in 2023 over a domestic dispute and later charged with multiple misdemeanor counts of assault and harassment. The charges stem from an incident involving the actor's ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, and other accusers who came forward in the wake of the allegations. Because of the allegations against him, the actor's career started to dismantle bit by bit, until he was left with nothing. Majors' future in Hollywood seemed uncertain until a certain film resurfaced, bringing the actor back into the spotlight. Recently, the first trailer for Magazine Dreams dropped online and surprised everyone. I don't think anyone expected to see Jonathan Majors in a new film this soon. The film comes from rising indie filmmaker Elijah Bynum, who directed and wrote the screenplay for Majors' latest project. This will mark the director's second feature film after making his film debut with Hot Summer Nights, a 2017 neo-noir coming-of-age crime drama film starring Timothée Chalamet. Now 8 years later, the filmmaker is back with another unique story to explore in his latest project. The trailer for Magazine Dreams is a visceral experience that's heartbreaking and captivating at the same time. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend giving it a watch. I'll link it in the description below. If anyone needed a reminder of the sheer talent that Majors has as an actor, the trailer showcases it in abundance. It's easy to see why this was gaining a lot of Oscar buzz when it premiered at the Sundance Film Festival in 2023. So what is the film about? Here's the synopsis. Killian Maddox lives with his alien veteran grandfather, obsessively working out between court-mandated therapy appointments and part-time shifts at a grocery store where he harbors a crush on a friendly cashier. Though Killian struggles to read social cues and maintain control over his volatile temper, amplify his sense of disconnection amid a hostile world, nothing deters him from his fiercely protected dream of bodybuilding stardom. Not even the doctors who warn him that he's causing permanent damage to his body with his quest. Beyond the focus on bodybuilding, Magazine Dreams is a very relatable story that explores human struggle through Majors' character. If the trailer is anything to go on, we are in for a personal story that will show us the self-destructive behavior of someone fueled by ambition. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster of a film, and I'm here for it. Aside from Majors, I'm looking forward to seeing the wider cast of talented performers who will star alongside the actor. Let's briefly go through some of the more notable actors who appear in the trailer and have a substantial role in the film. First up, there's Haley Bennett, who will play Jessie, a grocery store worker and Killian's love interest. I really like the actress they cast for this role. She's an understated talent who always delivers a solid performance no matter the role. In the trailer, we get a glimpse of her character on a date with Killian, and it looks pretty awkward to say the least. I'm not sure this date is going to be a slam dunk success. Next up, we have Taylor Page, who will play Pinkcoat, a sex worker. She's one of the few characters with any dialogue in the trailer. It's likely she'll have a recurring role in the film, as opposed to just one brief scene where she has an intimate moment with Majors' character. At least I'm hoping there's more to her role in this film. If not, I'll be slightly disappointed that they wasted the actress. She's one of my favorite additions to this small but wonderfully diverse cast of talent. Seeing Page in this role reminds me of a breakout role as the titular character in Zola, a 2020 dark comedy film from A24. There the actress played a part-time stripper and now she's playing a sex worker. Just something to note, especially if you love film trivia. Next up, there's Harrison Page, no relation to the previously mentioned actress. He will play William Latimore, Killian's grandfather. Page is a wonderful veteran actor who has starred in countless films and TV shows over the decades. It will be interesting to see him as Major's on-screen relative. The trailer doesn't focus too heavily on his character, but he'll be a vital part of Killian's home life, and one of the characters used to shed some insight into his background. Next up, there's Harriet Sanson Harris, who will play Killian's counselor. Harris is a veteran actress who has appeared in television, theatre and film. The actress is a class act who I absolutely adore. I will always remember her as BB Glazer from Frasier, a classic 1993 NBC sitcom. In the trailer, we see her character advising Killian to find people who he can form an emotional bond with that will likely help him to feel less isolated in society. I believe that she'll be one of the few people who tries her best to help steer Killian down the right path, because she genuinely cares for his well-being. Finally, we have Michael Hearn as Brad Vanderhorn, a professional bodybuilder and Killian's idol. Interesting enough, they've cast a real-life bodybuilder for the role, making it more authentic. Outside of the film, the actor has an extensive career as a bodybuilder and model. Just like his film character, Hearn has appeared in countless publications, competitions, films and TV shows. Having his experience as a bodybuilder will be impactful to the film and to Majors, who will have someone to advise him. I feel that the film might have a pivotal moment where Killian gets to meet his idol who will either encourage him to pursue his dream or abandon it entirely. Following its world premiere at the 2023 Sundance Film Festival, the film was originally set to be released on December 8, 2023, but ended up being delayed indefinitely in the wake of the actor's allegations and ensuing trial. Instead of releasing Magazine Dreams and losing their investment in the film's distributor, Searchlight Pictures decided to wait for the right moment to drop the film. Rather than risk gaining any bad press or taint their reputation as a distributor, Searchlight Pictures decided to return the film rights back to the filmmakers, so they can shop it around to other distributors. I honestly thought they would just dump this film on streaming and cut their losses. But here we are 2 years later and the film is finally getting a theatrical release. Thankfully, Briarcliff Entertainment, an independent production and distribution company, snapped up the film and decided to distribute it in the US. Without a distributor, the film's future would still be in limbo. Now that the film has an official release window, there's hope for Majors to get a much-needed career boost, provided that the film lives up to the hype it garnered at Sundance. If the film was able to win over viewers at the festival, it can probably do the same with general audiences. Some people will be hesitant to see the film because they have no interest in supporting anything associated with the actor, while others will be happy to see what the film and Majors have to offer. Anyone that has followed the actor's career over the years will know what he can do. It's Jonathan Majors we're talking about here, not some run-of-the-mill actor. Given the actor's previous roles over the years, and the level of commitment and gravitas he brings to each and every one of them, it's hard to disregard a new performance from Majors. No matter the project, he always delivers a standout performance. He's a powerhouse talent who has more than proven he's the real deal. Love him or hate him, he's an undeniably talented actor. Magazine Dreams presented Majors with one of his most challenging roles yet, since playing Damian Anderson in Creed 3. That's saying something, since the actor had to train to play a seasoned heavyweight boxer for the threequel. Just like his former role, Majors had to prepare himself mentally and physically to play his character. He spent a considerable amount of time working out to gain a bodybuilder's physique. In an interview with Variety Studio presented by Audible at Sundance, the actor revealed this process. He said, and I quote, "I'm 6 feet tall, I'm 202 pounds. Majors said, in order to sustain that and to grow that, you have to eat as much protein that you weigh. I ate 6,100 calories a day for about 4 months. That included a pre-workout and post-workout of Creed 3. Majors continued, I played football in Texas. I got an appetite. Majors said, I really like being physical. I like hiking and running. I've got dogs. I'm only 33. I've got to do something to stay with it. I don't work out 3 times a day anymore, just once a day. After working out tirelessly for 2 films back to back, the actor has no plans to slow down his workout routine. He'll scale back, but not by much. In his closing statement, the actor said the following, the normal bodybuilder works out 2 times a day. Majors continued, I'm playing Killian Maddox. Playing him, you don't fuck around. What ended up happening is I would train 2 hours. 2 times a day for the movie, and a 3rd time after up. Meanwhile, you eat 6 times a day. Lots of chicken, lots of elk. That's just for me. I like it. Although the controversy surrounding Majors has long been settled in court, the issue is still relevant today. It is still a point of discussion that has divided people everywhere. I guess it's still too early to let this controversy die and to move on to the next big news. No matter your opinion on Majors and his actions, it's evidently clear he's a flawed individual. The actor is human after all, and humans make mistakes. He's not the only one who has made their fair share of mistakes. We are all guilty of making mistakes to some degree or another. Some of those mistakes are forgivable, and others, there's no coming back from them at all. Having said that, let me ask you this. Do you think Majors deserves to be forgiven for his past mistakes? And should he be allowed to act again? Majors isn't the first disgraced actor trying to rebuild his career after losing everything. There have been other actors faced with their own legal troubles, who have somehow managed to salvage their career after wrapping up their case. There is no guarantee that Majors will be lucky enough to come back from all the drama surrounding him, but it looks like he's determined to move past it and resume his career with his latest film. Hollywood is known for giving many actors a second chance at re-establishing their career, so why not Majors? It's interesting that Magazine Dreams comes at a time when Majors is facing a career low and needs something that would help rebuild his brand. In the film, the actor plays an underdog character who is desperately trying to gain public recognition. Right now, the actor behind the character is an underdog himself. having lost the career he built up over the past 8 years. Now he has an uphill battle to climb in order to regain his stardom. The parallels between the film and the actor's life aren't exactly the same, but there are minor similarities between the two. I can imagine that Majors is holding out hope that this film will go a long way in helping him regain his footing in Hollywood. As much as he needs to regain his audience, he also needs to re-establish his relationship with studios who severed ties with the actor. There will be a number of studio executives, filmmakers and financiers looking at the outcome of this film. The film's success will determine whether or not Majors is a viable actor. This is the first test to see if the disgraced actor can somehow come out on top. I'm no psychic, but it's likely this film will perform well enough to make back some, if not all of its budget. Magazine Dreams was made for $7 million, which is reasonable for an independent film of this scale. It should be able to make enough money at the domestic box office, and also internationally, once the film expands its release beyond the US. Even if the film ends up bombing at the box office, Majors will be cast in other projects. He will get another chance at playing a lead or a supporting role in an upcoming film. Hollywood isn't finished with the actor, and he wouldn't just give up after one failure. I don't want this film to succeed just for Majors' benefit. If the film does well, it will be a win for the entire cast and crew who poured tons of time and energy into making this project a reality. They deserve just as much recognition for the film as the lead actor. Still, given this is the actor's comeback, the media as a whole will credit most of the film's success to Majors ahead of anyone else involved in the production. Despite all the baggage that comes with the lead star, Magazine Dreams has the potential to be an awards contender. The film has all the ingredients necessary for success on multiple levels. The moment we see the film, it will be apparent if the actor's performance is awards worthy. Majors might end up on many awards shortlists, and better yet, he might be nominated for his first ever Best Actor Academy Award. Just receiving an Oscar nomination will be enough to put Majors in the public's consciousness and raise the actor's profile. Magazine Dreams just needs to make a significant impact on viewers, critics, and the powers that be who are a part of the awarding bodies. Hopefully Majors can avoid being snubbed and secure his place amongst this year's best actors. Usually films that are aiming to be awards contenders get released towards the latter half of the year. It helps the films to stay fresh in the minds of the awards voters, more than the films released early in the year. Magazine Dreams is positioned for a spring release date. The film will be released domestically on Friday the 21st of March. That's fairly early in the year for a potential awards caliber film. Not only is the film getting an early release date, it will also be competing against 10 other films being released on the same date. Come March month, Magazine Dreams will have stiff competition at the box office, and its only chance of winning is to stand out amongst the pack. Even though the film is rated R, it's not the only release trying to appeal to adult viewers. Magazine Dreams will be one of a handful of adult films trying to counter family-friendly offerings like Snow White. The film's distributor must be confident that it can withstand the other releases and benefit the most from counter-programming. It's a coin toss if their release strategy will pay off or not. All I can say is fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll end up cracking the top 5 to 10 releases of that week. If it's unable to make at least a small impact on the box office, then maybe it will have legs and fare better in the long run with good word of mouth. Only time will tell. You have to admire Majors for being able to withstand the pressure on him by the media and by people's own expectations of the actor. It's a lot on his shoulders. Regardless of everything working against the actor, he has managed to stay positive/level-headed throughout the whole experience. Majors has found the strength to face his problems head-on and overcome them through his own determination, through support from family and friends, and through the support of his partner, soon-to-be wife. Megan Good has been at his side day in day out. Her presence in Majors' life has been a blessing for the actor. Honestly, I couldn't be more happy for Majors. He deserves to be happy. I wish them both the best. Anyways, Magazine Dreams is just around the corner and I can't wait to see the film for myself, and just the general reception people will have after seeing it themselves. It's going to be an interesting period of time that will have a significant impact on Majors' future in Hollywood. So what are your thoughts on Magazine Dreams? Will you be watching it or skipping it altogether? Also, how do you feel about Jonathan Majors after the allegations? Do you think he deserves to have a comeback? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways folks, that's all for now. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the show. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment below. And hey, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea. And that's okay. Just remember to take care and stay safe.